Do they use the motorbikes?
Yes, motorbikes are normal. Yeah.
Motorbikes are normal. Okay, very interesting.
Yes.
Very interesting. And what about pets? What's the typical type of pet? Animals or
Pets.
pet?
Okay. Yes, animal pet. Actually, I don't like to have a pet in my home.
Yeah,
Like I hate the smell, especially dogs. I don't
yeah.
like. But I belong to a village. I mean, my maternal place is in a village. So my mother keeps like buffaloes and cows.
Okay.
We have.
Wow.
Yes.
And do they keep them only for personal like slaughter, or
Yeah,
do they
yes,
sell
we
them
keep them as a personal use, as a
as
personal.
personal? And again, in
Yes.
most villages, is that the norm in India that they have their own cattle?
Yes. They keep as their business, like they earn money from animals. They sell like milk, so it's quite normal selling milk in the village area.
Okay. That's very that's
Yes,
very that's very that's very interesting. That's very
yes,
interesting.
yes. What about your family,
My
ma'am?
family, so my family's smaller. My mother is late. She passed away when I was young,
Oh,
and my
okay.
dad is here. My dad is 81,
Oh,
so he's doing very well. I'm the only girl, and I have three
oh.
brothers, but
Mm-hmm.
we all live by ourselves. Everyone lives.
Okay. So you are not living with the
I don't
family.
live with my family. I live by myself. My brothers live by themselves, and my dad lives by
Okay.
himself. So we all live
Okay.
by ourselves. So very different. But in my where my dad is from, Jamaica, we
Okay.
live very similar how it is in India. So families
Okay.
live together, but not in
Yes.
the
Yes.
UK. And like yourself, I'm a teacher, so I used to teach in a school, mainly business studies, economics,
Okay.
and finance. And then, but I've been doing also tutoring like this to children, so maths and English online. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's how I've been doing English teaching. So I've been teaching for 15 years.
Oh, great.
Yes. And yes, and I was a head teacher also of a
Okay.
school.
Great. Great. Great.
So that's a little bit of
So what do you think? Do you enjoy by living by your own, or you would like to live with your family? What is your
I
preference?
prefer to live with a family. So I have housemates who live with me, but they're not my direct family.
Okay.
So I have two other ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I like to live in a family. So I'm not
Yes.
married yet, but I'd like to get married, have children, and then stay in the house. I'd
Okay.
like to have children and live with my children. I like,
Yes, living with a big family, it's a pleasure. You never get
yes,
bored. You have so many people around you with whom you can talk, with whom you can spend your time. But I think living by your own is sometimes it being like you feel depressed. There is no one with whom you can share your emotions.
yes,
So I also prefer living in a big
yes.
family. I enjoy my living with my family actually, and my family is very, I appreciate my family. They are very supportable. They support me at every step.
That's excellent. That's very excellent.
Yes,
I think it's very important. So I
yes, yes.
like that. But I also like to travel. I have traveled, been to lots of different countries. So I like traveling as well. But
Okay.
I mean, if I was in India and I had lots of amazing places like yourself to visit,
Yeah, India is an amazing country. You must visit at least once in
yes,
your
it's
life.
definitely,
So there are so many places, amazing places. You would love
yeah,
India if you visit
yes.
once. You would
It's
love.
on my list of places to come and visit. I really do
Yes.
want to see it.
So what do you know about India?
Pardon?
Like, what do you know about India? Do you know about culture or any
Just
specific thing
um
that you know
just
about?
a little bit. So a few things. I mean, not I don't know if it's India directly, but lots of Indian families who kind of moved away. So I had a colleague who was Indian, he was Gujarati, but his family were from Kenya. Yeah, so
Okay.
I have people who they're not from India directly, India descent, they live in other places. So, and his family, so he was one of the people that I learned that a lot of Indian families live together
Yes,
because
yes.
he is I think he's the youngest brother. So he was the person,
Mm-hmm.
him and his wife were the people who lived with his mum together.
Okay.
So that's when I learnt about that. But he has now moved to he's in Doha. So he moved
Okay.
to Doha. So I learnt a little. I also once went to an Indian wedding.
Okay, it's
Yeah, and we
amazing.
got dressed up.
Indian wedding is so colorful and so many rituals are there. So we enjoy wedding. It's fabulous wedding we have in
Yeah,
India.
that was
Fabulous.
really good, and we got to wear a sari and get dressed up. I really
Okay, no problem. So I would like you to review my speaking. Where do you think that what is my level? Where do I stand?
You're definitely on an advanced level. Your English, you have the vocabulary, and the
Mm-hmm.
pronunciation. There was very little, practically no mistakes that you made. So
Okay.
you wasn't really making any mistakes. So I guess it could be to increase vocabulary. So for example,
Mm-hmm.
you could say things such as um, rather than we went to visit somewhere, we went on a trip, but it wasn't that it was a
Okay, we
wrong
went on a
word.
trip.
It was fine.